So, this weekend was fairly busy. Friday at like 2 or something, we headed to Motorama, and we got our spot and we got everything unloaded and stuff, got the bikes there, and then we kind of looked at the track, walked around, it looked a little bit scary, but like I was like also like, I mean, it'll hopefully be fine. Anyway, then we came home, and Saturday morning at like 6 we headed back over there, and we had the riders meeting and practice, and then after a few hours the racing actually started, and then we had our first race, a qualifier. It was pretty good, but like I stalled on the gate and then I tipped it over in a turn, and so I was pretty annoyed, but it's all right. And then whenever it was over, got all my gear off and got it packed up, and then I left and got ready in the car, and my mom took me to the dance, so that was really fun. Mariah came back with us after that. So Sunday morning started with, well, we just got there. I'm pretty sure we got some stuff unloaded or something, and then there was no practice. It was straight into racing, and the qualifier for our class, I did good off the gate and everything. I was doing fine, and then I stalled, and it took me like so long to get my bike started. It was pretty long, solid like 2 laps or something. Anyway, that was pretty annoying, but so after that I was like, okay, well, it's okay because I'll do better in like the final. The other annoying thing with that I did so bad was because Alexis did so good, and so I was like, why is she doing good and I'm not, and I'm so mad. And Saturday she actually got like a trophy or something, and it was very frustrating that she was doing good and I was doing so bad. So then Brian raced. Woo! That was scary. He right off the gate, he was like falling off the back of the bike, and he didn't actually fall off. He did recover, and then the very first like actual jump on the track, he tried to jump it and he landed on his front tire and like fell off the bike, and so he got back up and tried the next jump and went off the side of the track. Thankfully no one was coming because he would have gotten hit because he went on the other side. Anyway, that was pretty scary. And then the rest of his race, I think he learned a little bit, took it a little bit slower, which is good. He was safe, very glad. Yeah, so then my bike was a little bit messed up because that was what he was riding, so the front forks were a little twisted and stuff, but my dad got that fixed, thankfully. And then Ethan went out, and he was like top 5, I'm pretty sure. He might have got 3rd. I don't know. He did really good. And I was so impressed. So then we had a little like intermission, or like a break in between the motos. So me and Mariah walked around a little bit. We looked at some of the other stuff there. And then the racing started again, and we just like kind of watched some of them until it was our race, and it was pretty scary, but also like, I mean, like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You break your bones. Anyway, so we go back out, and since I stalled in the last one, and just because I'm slow, I was behind the gate, well, like you're supposed to be, but like I was also like behind the people on the gate. Anyway, and so I was like behind like one of like the faster girls, that way I could try to follow her off the gate. And I stalled it off the gate, and that sucked. But whatever, I got it started. I kept going. I was doing fine until I slid out in a turn, and I could not get it started again for so long. Literally, like, the whole race. I think I only did, like, 2 laps. And it was so annoying. But, so that was pretty annoying because I didn't, like, that was supposed to be, like, my redemption. Like, I was supposed to do good that time to make up for last time. And I didn't. But, better luck next time. And then Brian, unfortunately, did not qualify for his race. And then Ethan went out, and he got top 5 again, I think. So, he did really good. And then some of Alexis's friends came, and so we were just like watching until the end. And then after that, we went out to eat and just hung out a little bit. So it was definitely a very fun weekend at Motorama. And I think that if we were to do it again, I would definitely work on my kickstarting skills so I could get it started faster. But yeah, but I'll get better at that, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.